If your kids could use a refresher in using quiet voices. But this is another example of why it's so important when you're establishing expectations to do an official lesson with the kids, to model what it is you want and why you want it. So this is a great lesson to introduce when you have a rowdier group of kids who have a difficult time like being calm and quiet during especially group activities. I think I need to do this lesson in the elementary classroom right now. But you kind of have to be a little bit of an actress, play it up and just have fun with it. I know she has no problem doing that. But just be real with the kids, even with the younger ones, even talking through things. You don't want to get like too overly wordy with stuff. So, keep it simple, keep it light, but also be real with them. Like, hey, what you're doing is really kind of upsetting. So this is a pretty simple lesson. It's a group time lesson. You can do it a whole group. And basically sit them down at circle and just be like, hey, guys, sometimes my ears hurt.
Yeah, I'll always say like, ow, it hurts my ear every time they're screaming. And they'll be like, ow, and I'm like, yeah, it hurts.
It hurts. But then ask them, why do you think my ears hurt sometimes? You guys have any ideas what would make my ears hurt? No?
That's what I get.
The school bus. Maybe sometimes that's a loud noise.
Yeah.
Other loud noises hurt my ears too, like when you guys scream. Sometimes that really hurts my ears. Do you guys want to know what that sounds like?
Yes.
You do? Okay. I'm gonna give an example of what it sounds like to be really loud, and I want to know, did it hurt your ears when I'm really loud? Okay, you ready? Oh my gosh, look at me! I'm being really loud right now! Can you guys hear me? Did that hurt your ears? Yeah, it kind of hurt my throat. So when you guys are really loud, just know it hurts my ears, and it hurts your friend's ears, and it probably hurts your ears too.
Yeah.
So let's work on using our quiet voices, okay? And of course, when you're explaining it, you have to be using a really quiet voice. So you don't want to give a lesson like that and be talking like this, and you're kind of loud to begin with, and then
Being really loud, you're hurting my ears.
Yeah.
So sorry, I didn't mean to scare you guys, but
I was waiting for it.
Yeah.
I was wondering what you were gonna do, if you were gonna scream or if you were gonna yell. I thought she was gonna be like, ah! I was waiting for it.
what's the most annoying sound on the earth?
Oh my goodness. Yeah. Or five of our kids screaming at once.
It is, yes. I hear that.
Yeah, I know you
I hear
guys
that.
can hear that.
That's funny.
We're constantly. I'm like, oh,
Ow,
my ears hurt. And I'm like, it's too loud. Why is it so loud? We're
Yeah.
supposed to be screaming outside. And I'll like get sad, and then I'll get quietly, and then they get up in your face and they're like, so you sad? I'm like, yeah, you're hurting my ears.
They do say Shelly like that.
And then they, Shelly.
Yeah?
Shelly, yeah.
I'm like, oh, thank you.
Shelly.
And then I'll go,
Shelly, help.
"These are quiet voices. I don't want my ears to hurt." And then we have one. No. She runs
Why?
Yes. So it doesn't work all the time, but it is good to have like that
You always
refresher
have
where
Yeah.
they can experience what you mean by loud noises.
It's not gonna work with infants.
No.
No.
That's right.
Yeah. We have.
They're, like,
But there
learning
are
certain ways.
exercises that we do with infants to encourage quiet, like being okay with being quiet, enjoying quiet. Singing songs that require quiet voices. So instead of shouting, you can use quiet voices. But partly it's helping them learn the difference between loud and soft. So we'll cover that concept more when we get into the sensorial area.
Yeah.
But it is important for infants even to be exposed to loud and soft noises and define what those are to
Yeah.
them so that they can experience it and know. Because if they don't know what something loud is, then to say you're being too loud, then what does that mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean that's
But
kind of
why
an abstract
they-
concept.
Sorry to interrupt you. But why they like to copy the ones that are loud? Like they like to scream and not the ones that are quiet. It's like they like to scream.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
They
they're
hear
finding their
somebody
voice,
screaming,
and
It
they
normally
learn
takes
to
one
scream.
to get the-
I think from
the
my
rest.
experience, a lot of it also depends on your reaction to them.
Yeah,
Because
probably,
when
yeah.
if they're
Yeah.
screaming, you're like, I don't know, they're
Sometimes
interested in
we
the reaction
ignore.
they get.
Sometimes we just ignore him,
Mhm.
and he stops screaming.
Yeah.
He screams a lot. Usually when it's lunchtime, you sit him in the high chair, he starts screaming. I don't
We
know
have
why.
one who will go look in the
Yeah.
mirror and
He's
just start
excited.
screaming at
We give
himself.
food, he scream.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have one that will go look in the mirror and just start screaming at himself. And he'll walk away and come back and start screaming at
But I
himself
try
again.
not
And
to.
then walk away
I
and
try
come
not
back.
to correct that either because he looks in the mirror and he screams, but he gets excited when
Yeah.
he sees it and stuff, and he'll and whatnot. So I'm like, okay, he's mimicking, emotions. Like he's excited, he's screaming and stuff, but at the same time, I'm like,
It's loud.
I
Yeah.
was gonna start screaming.
Yeah.
well, they do.
It normally just takes one.
But yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Sometimes identifying the emotion for them. Like it sounds like you're really excited about something. Let's think
Yeah.
of a different way we can express our excitement.
Well, I actually did that last week when he was doing it. I was like, oh, we're excited, and I was like, excited, and then he'd go.
Okay, just snorted.
but so I have been trying to do that, but I mean,
It's hard.
8 times out of 10 he's more loud than he is quiet. But if I just keep doing that, eventually he'll probably
won't
get
do
to
it.
that point. He just cracks me up. I love him so
I
much.
can't. Oh, that's